And this week I've been looking into orchid ancestry. And I think it's just amazing how well records have been kept for orchids. In some cases we can tell the parentage going back over 100 years. I've been having a look in this book here, and you can see from the illustrations how they can trace the parents back of a particular orchid.
I'm Jot. And I'm Sam. And we've been doing our own research, and we think there's a different story to be told.
It seems that most of your Cattleya orchids have two particular characters in their ancestry.
Two particular characters? What do you mean?
Yes, a lot are descended from Cattleyas Suzanne High. Suzanne High was registered in 1906, and everyone thought she was so fine that when war broke out, they decided to ship her to America where she wouldn't be bombed. So they traces her up safely and put her on the ship, and off she went, but disaster struck.
Yes, her boat got bombed. Then she sank to the bottom of the ocean, and that was the end of her.
And a lot of others are descended from Cattleya Ishtar from 1925. She was named after a Babylonian goddess.
Yes, but what do we know about the orchid?
She was purple.
All descended from Ishtar or Suzanne High, regardless of colour? Let's put that to the test. What about the lovely red Chia Lin?
Its parent was Akane,
Whose parent was Norman's Bay.
whose parent was Ishtar.
So this one's a little bit different. What about the pale pink LC Blossom
Its
Bounty?
parent was Rosemary Upson.
Whose parent was Bowbells. Whose parent was Suzanne High.
So what about this one, the white one with the big magenta lip, and Cleo?
Its parent was Toshioki.
Whose parent was Wyani Flair.
Whose parent was Chabinki.
Whose parent was Norman's Bay.
Whose parent was Ishtar.
So what about the classic white Cattleya Bobbets?
That's easy. Its parent was Bowbells.
Whose parent was Suzanne High.
But what about this one, little flower orange, Huantan City?
Its parent was Chunye.
Whose parent was Quan Miao Chen.
Whose parent was Toshioki.
Whose parent was Wyana Flair. Do you see a pattern here?
Whose parent was Chabinki.
Whose parent was Norman's Bay again.
Whose parent was Ishtar. And that concludes our lesson on orchid genealogy.